invite Mr. Samir Doshi. He, as you all know, he is a leading force behind ASTPP community. He has 8 long years of experience in telecom industry and proficiency in free switch, customer relationship management and project management. So ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Samir Doshi.
Excited?
Yes!
Am I audible?
Yes!
Great. I'm happy, excited, and glad that today we are here. I would like to say thank you to all the community members, all the employees, all the customers who has provided a tremendous support in our journey. Anyone who even provided a single comments which can help our ASTPP customers to make this solution working. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you. Today is the day of our community. Today is the day of our ASTPP. No doubt, it's a long journey, many ups and downs, but we are here. We reached to the level where we wanted to. And I am proudly announcing a new version of ASTPP 4.0. New space, a smart telephony platform. Thank you. We covered a long journey to make Asterix postpaid billing to a smart telephony platform. It's been definitely a long journey. I'm very excited today that after a long period of time we are announcing a new version. So I have a lot to share. So it's really indeed for us a moment of a proud, a moment of emotions for everyone. This is not a journey to transform a product, but it's a journey of emotions. Emotions of all the customers, all the community members, emotions of my team who gave their day and night, they saw their bloods, their sweat, and made this product from a dire situation to leading, thriving in a VoIP industry. A big round of applause for my team, community members, and customers. Of course, we have gone through a lot of things. It's been definitely a long journey. So I would like to relive the journey of our ASTPP from the beginning till today. So let's take a look at ASTPP version. So here is the ASTPP journey. So in 2003, Mr. Darren White from USA, he launched ASTPP. It begins like he got a requirement from one of his customers. So he implemented a billing solution which worked on Asterix and especially the postpaid. And later on, he released that product as an open source to community. It worked well, everything was going good. In 2006, he introduced a free switch support of ASTPP. Of course, as now there were 2 platforms, 2 switches were supporting it, so it's becoming very, very popular. Unfortunately, in 2009, Vibe moved to some other industry due to certain reasons, and then there was no one who can take care about the product. So from 2009 to 2012, the product was completely dead. No improvements, no new commits, no community members, no one there to take care. In 2013, Asterix, which is based on India, iNextX Technologies Private Limited. So that's we. We adopted ASTPP. We came to know about ASTPP by luck, by chance. It's like we also got a requirement from one of our customer who is a big telco company and who are looking for a billing solution. So we were finding, but the requirement was billing solution with free switch. So we were doing analysis. We were trying to find a solution which can work on one free switch and it aligned. But we didn't find anyone. So at that time, we had three solutions, three options. First option, either convert at that time's most popular asterisk-based billing solution to free switch. I know it's quite challenging. Second task, we implement our own billing solution which works on free switch. So, once again, difficult, takes very long time to get it implemented, tested, and delivered to customer. And third option, we keep trying to find a solution which works on free switch, existing one. And fortunately, we found ASTPP, but in a bad situation. Nothing was working, as it was dead for 4 years. None of the components were working well because all the dependent components were upgraded to newer version, so it was not working well. So we started doing analysis and we saw the potential in the product. So we did analysis, we fixed the problems, and ultimately we made the solution working. In the same year, we launched consecutive 3 versions in 1.7 series. 1.7, 1.2, 1.7.3. It worked well, customer was happy, everything was going well. Then we thought, let's enhance this product more and make version 2.0. So we did further implementation, we invested a lot of resources, time, money in that. And finally, in 2015, we revamped the product and we released version 2.0 with new UI, with the core structure change, framework change, released it. For initial period of time, it worked well. But guess what? We started getting complaints from community members. The complaints about the cracked code, about the limitations of the system for enhancement, the limitations to handle calls in terms of CC and CPS. People will start saying you should drop the product because there is no future in that. But there was something which was leading us, which was forcing us to continuously work on that. So we thought that before giving up, let's give it a last chance to ASTPP and see what we can do. So we started once again in ASTPP, restructured all the things. We changed how we removed outdated technology, code, everything. We revamped UI with a new structure, flexible structure. We changed call scripts, and guess what? In 2016, we launched version 3.0, and then the revolution started. It was booming in the wide industry, and then we never stopped there. So we released consecutive versions in 2017 and 2018, and today, here, we are going to release ASTPP 4.0, and that will be the revolutionary in history of ASTPP. Right. Yeah. If I remember the old days, when in the beginning time, people were saying, and definitely it was a very tough time for us to make this product, in a working condition again, because there was a lot of work we need to do. But ultimately, we did that, and then we started. Eventually, by the years, we started getting support from community members. So they helped us in terms of code. They helped us giving us suggestions. They helped us with the money, which was quite helpful, but not up to the expectation where we were expecting what it should be. We want that we survive in this competitive world. So we need everything to leave this product more and more stronger. And that's why we are going to introduce a new version or new business model in ASTPP system. Take an example. Last year, we launched a crowdfunding campaign for ASTPP because we wanted a support from a community member to speed up our development, to cover up where we were lacking. So we launched a crowdfunding campaign in early 2019. We had set the target of 10,000 USD. We know that ASTPP has been used or in use by more than 10,000 businesses in the world, all over, and then people are using for their own purpose. Moreover, they are offering the solutions to their customers. So we were quite confident that as we have a lot of members who are using ASTPP, so definitely we will be achieve this crowdfunding campaign. The target which we had set very quickly, very easily, but the result is quite different than what we were expecting. We had set the target for 10,000 USD, whereas we just received a 4,700 USD. So that's just a 47% of the target. But we do not want to stop here. We want our product, ASTPP, continuously growing in pipe industry. And for that, we will continuously work on that. We would like to say thank you to all the contributors who provided us a support in our crowdfunding campaign. Here is a list of them. Thank you guys, thank you very much, and let us lead to speed up the ASTPP 4.0 implementation. Thank you once again from our entire team. So let's take a look at the challenges which we had with the earlier version of ASTPP. Challenge number 1. Each organization have a different business flow, business plans. So it may possible one system, the default standard system, cannot fulfill all the requirements. So you take an example that one organization is using ASTPP Community Edition, and they have certain requirements. So they have a requirement of implementing API integration. They want report, call simulator, and payment gateway integrations. So what they will do? They will go to developer. They will ask, we have 4 requirements. We need 4 requirements to be implemented in the community version. So developers start doing the implementation. They deploy it. They do the code modification in the core part of the code, and deployed system is running well in live. Imagine after a few months, ASTPP new version is launching with the new modifications, with the improvements, with the bug fixes, with the security patches. What this organization situation will do? What this organization will do? This organization have 3 options now. First option, they ask developer to port all those modifications in the new version, right? That's the way to do it. Second option, they ask developer to find the changes in the new version and get those changes and put it in their existing version. Tedious job, we know that. Third option, organization, they skip all these modifications and go ahead with the new version. 3 possibilities, but all possibilities are different. Let's assume that organization is going ahead with the developer and asking developer that we would like to do either one from the first 2 options. So what will be the situation of developer? Why this situation is because ultimately he need to find the difference between the codes, and then he need to import all those modifications to existing version or a new version. Or imagine this is an organization. They are picking third option. What will happen with them? They will be losing notifications. It will impact on their ROI. So the situation will remain the same for organizations. So three options, none of them is good enough that organization can work on the right way. Let's look at the challenge number 2. Yes. We know that in this competitive world, each and every organization requires a different services to offer to customers, and definitely customers are looking for more services from one company. So here, same organization is offering a SIP ranking service in the initial phase. So they started offering the service. After a couple of days, their customer has started demanding that they want multi-tenant VPX. Now this SIP ranking vendor is not offering multi-tenant VPX. So what will happen? This organization need to find some other vendor. We need to go with a different vendor. We need to find a vendor who provides the PPX, deploy on the server, and make it working with the SIP trunking. So now for organization, 2 systems, SIP trunking, PPX. They need to manage customers at 2 places. They need to offer services on a different platform. Customers need to manage their accounts at 2 places. Difficult job. Let's add one more service. Now customers are looking for faxing service. What will happen? They will go, organization will go to third vendor. They will ask for a faxing service. So 3 service, 3 accounts management, 3 login credentials they will need to remember, tedious job, complexity increasing. Fortunately, this organization is getting one developer who is ready to do the integration between these 3 solutions, SIP trunking, multi-tenant and faxing service. Wow, good. Work. But imagine this multi-tenant vendor is releasing a new version. What will happen with those cities? That will lead to challenge number 1 again. All your modifications either go or you port all those modifications to new version. Tedious job, time consuming, wasting of money, wasting of time, efforts, everything. And there is no guarantee that this integration will fully work. Assume that this solution is working fine. Now the time is mobility. Everybody is looking for mobile applications. So now customer is demanding mobile application to this organization. We need mobile dialer. None of the organization or none of the vendor is offering, just giving you an example, none of the vendors are offering mobile dialer services. So organization need to find 4th vendor, difficult job. Now where to sign up, where to log in, where to fetch the fetch the balance information, where to fetch the API information. Complexity goes on and on. So that is a tedious job and tedious work for the businesses. So this is a challenge number 1, challenge number 2. So what today's requirement is, all features in one platform, right?
Yes.
Right. So what's the solution?
ASTPP.
Yes, ASTPP, but ASTPP 4.0 will resolve all these problems. So before moving ahead in the highlights of ASTPP changes or improvements, let's take a look at a teaser video of ASTPP 4.0. Exciting?
Yes.
You like it?
Yes.
Great. Let's talk about ASTPP, what's coming up with in ASTPP 4.0 version. There are tons of modifications, announcement, improvements we have done in the new version of ASTPP. Let's take a look at the first one, please. Now, earlier version design. Let's take a look at a new design. Yes, this will be the new design. This is more information, more insights about information, more widgets, which makes admin's life much more easier to provide information. Along with this modification, we are also coming up with removing the limitations of admin to see the data. In earlier version, we were not providing access to admin to get the information of resellers customer. Now we have removed that limitation. That means now each and every admin will be able to access the information of resellers customers. So that will make performance better. That will be more productive, less time consuming, and in case reseller customers are facing any kind of problem, they can directly contact to admin and then can fix the problem from the admin portal. So less hassle for admin. Let's take a look at the second one. In the earlier version, we were having two modules. If you are using the ASTPP 3.0 and later version, we were using the two different modules. One is package model, second is subscription model. Subscription was having a billing information, whereas package was not having a billing or billing information like one time or recurring. Now we have removed all those two modules and we have introduced one centralized module, and that is a product module, where you will be able to manage a centralized products from different categories, subscriptions, packages, refill. If you want to limit your customers to not recharge from a random number, you can create a different type of refill products and then you can offer it to your customers. So take an example that you want to offer only $5, $10 recharge amounts to your customers, so you can create a different product in this product module and then offer it to your customer. So your customer will not be able to recharge with more than that value or $7 or $3. So that will enhance the security. Moreover, this will also give you the benefit to restrict your product to resell or to directly offer it to your customers. So take an example that certain products you do not want to offer to all the customers. Those products you want to offer to your exclusive customers. So we have an option, we have flexible option that you can limit those kind of settings. So this will be a centralized product module where system will automatically generate orders as well. So this will work in a fundamental concept of e-commerce. So when customer purchases a product, system will generate the order, and you will be, and as an admin or as a reseller, you will be able to operate or terminate the order at any point of time if you find anything is wrong. So all the tracking is available in the order. Next please. We are also coming up with advanced routing strategies. We know that businesses require a different routing strategies to increase their ROI, to fulfill the customer need, to provide more satisfaction to their customers. So we are coming up with more 5 routing strategies. First, priority-based routing. To route the calls based on priority, you can use this routing-based strategy, routing strategy. Second is prefix-based routing strategy. If you want to offer more than one tariff plan to your customer, so you can use this routing strategy. Here an example that one organization is offering 3 different tariff plan. One is standard, second is HD quality, and third is bronze quality. That this organization has offered a standard tariff plan to their customers, but their customer demand is sometimes for business call they want HD quality tariff plan as well. So we know that in default system we cannot offer more than one tariff plan to customer. So here they can use prefix based routing as well. So that means they just need to define a prefix in that HD tariff plan and then just ask customer to dial that prefix plus number, and system will use this HD quality tariff plan. So that will be much more flexible for admin and for the customers to route the calls. Lossless routing, this is especially designed for wholesale businesses. If you want to offer loss-making routes to your customers and providers, you can use this routing strategy. This is customer and provider specific settings you need to do. CLI, non-CLI routing is also available now. Listless routing and cost-based routing, which are already available in earlier version. Percentage-based routing, yes, in few days it will also be available in 4.0. Here comes the most interesting part, the solution for challenge number 1. Remember, as I mentioned, as I told you while explaining the challenge number 1, that this organization and developer did all the modifications in a core part of the system. So upgradation or downgradation is quite difficult with those modifications. So we come up with an add-on fundamental concept. So here you need to design a different add-on for your custom work. Of course, ASTPP 4.0 will be released with the 15 add-ons by default available into marketplace, into add-on folder. So at any point of time, if you have any requirement from this add-on, you can simply click on install. It will be available in your system. You simply do the configuration and start offering services to your customers. Add-ons will never conflict with the core part of the system. So that will make sure that whenever any version upgradation is available, you are free to do any type of upgradation in future. That will not interrupt or crash your add-on work, or if you are getting upgradation in the add-on, it will not break your core part. So that will be the sweetest part, I can say, in this add-on functionality. Let's look at the first add-on, custom rates. Apply custom rates to your customers. We know we can assign one tariff plan to customer, and then if customer is asking for a discount, and we need to create a separate add-on, a separate tariff plan, and then assign to second customer. So that's quite lengthy task. With this add-on, you can apply same tariff plan to all the customers and offer a discounted rates to their customer by using this add-on. So here, simply click on install, functionality is available, create your rates with a discount assigned to customer, your task is done. Fast, easy, no impact on your code. Look at the second one, account range. We know that right now, when you create account, it generates random account number, right?
Yes.
Now, organization require numbers to be generated in certain range. Without modification, it is not possible. If you do the modification, you need to change in a code part. Once again, challenge number one. Install this add-on. You will have a configuration page. Put start, end range, configure it, done. Next account will be created within that range. So that is the beauty of this add-on. Let's look at more insight about particular add-on. Multi-tenant PBX. Excited?
Yes.
So yes, we are also coming up with PBX functionality in ASTPP. It will be 100% multi-tenant. It has extensive features of PBX like conference, ring group, queue, IVR, follow me, calls by, phone group, everything which PBX requires. And we are definitely going to add more and more functionalities in this PBX add-on. So we will make it more flexible, more powerful PBX add-on. And this is the solution of a challenge number 2, where I mentioned that companies using Simply, that is ASTPP, customer is asking for a PBX. Click on install, PBX functionality available. Simple. Challenge number 2, second solution. Faxing service. Customer is demanding for a faxing service. We have it. We have the add-on. You ask, we give you. Click on install. Faxing service is available with 3 options: tape to fax, fax to email, email to fax. Boom. Fraud detection. Of course, all need fraud detections. You ask, we have it as add-on. If you want extra security, we provide this fraud detection module. It will secure your system from UI, from core. Do the configuration, define the threshold values, click on install, configure it, your system is more secure. Moreover, you will get the notifications as well. So define whatever email address you want to get the notifications, define it. We are also adding SMS notifications here as in upcoming time. Support tickets, one more thing. Extensive support to your customers. Using this add-on, you can offer. So you don't need any other system to provide or offer services to your customers. We have this add-on. Install it, create your department, ask your customer if they face any kind of problem. They create a ticket here, admin, resellers will get notified, department will get notified. Customers will be able to create a ticket from a web portal. They can also send an email. System will automatically detect that email and generate the ticket and send notifications to admin and appropriate department. So you see here in the screenshot, there are 3 tickets has been created in a different department: billing, sales, support, with a different priority: low, normal, high. We are also adding more functionalities in this, so more reporting will be available in the support ticketing system in upcoming time. Alarms. Of course, need monitoring on your system, whether you are doing your system is doing well or not. So you need alarms. So you can use this add-on. Configure ASR, ACD, live calls count, or certain further settings to make sure that your system is always running well. If something goes wrong, system will generate a ticket, system will generate the notification and send an email to admin. And admin will get the report like this. This will be the report. Default in open state. Once the issue has been fixed by admin or by department, they simply click on here, checkbox, close the ticket, finish. So all the tracking by different department for admin, very easy, very flexible, less time consuming. Local numbers. Customers are demanding to get one common NIC numbers, distributed NIC number between multiple customers. So here you create one NIC and offer same NIC to all your friend customers. So if you get this kind of requirement, we have add-on for that. That is called local number or the shared number. So you simply install it, load your dates. This service is available to your customers. As I mentioned, that we have done thousands of modification, tons of modification in 4.0. So it wouldn't be possible for us, or for me, to explain all the changes here in one presentation. So you can visit our website, astpbilling.org/changelog, this page, to get complete list of ASTPP 4.0. As I mentioned that, as I mentioned that we need to survive. We want to make sure that we continuously enhance this product, and for that we need support. Support in terms of money, support in terms of resources. And as I mentioned previously that we are going to change a business model, and the new business model is enterprise edition of ASTPP. ASTPP will comes with in two edition. First is a community edition. Second is enterprise edition. I would like to emphasize one more thing in a bold, in underline, that we are not going to provide support, or we are not stopping our support to community edition. We always be there. We'll keep releasing new versions. Whenever they require, community require our help, we will always be there. Let's take a look at the difference between community and enterprise edition. So core functionality will remain same in both the editions. Database, same, no change. Community add-ons, of course, available to both the editions. Little bit of extra features and enterprise add-ons are only available to enterprise version. Full support and migration services will be offered to enterprise edition by iNextRix team. You can, as ASTPP 4.0 is launched today, released today, you can, if you want to look at the community edition, if you want to do installation, you can visit our link. Documentation, you can visit our documentation. If you have any question, technical question, you can post your questions to our Google group. We will be helping you out there in case of any questions, whether it's a technical or non-technical questions. If you are looking for an enterprise edition or want more information about enterprise, you can send an email to us on contact@astpbilling.org. If you're looking to migrate from a community edition to enterprise edition, you can send an email to us on migrate@astpbilling.org. Let's take a look at testimonial which we received from a customer who is using existing version of ASTPP. Let's see what he's saying about ASTPP.
Company. Now, coming to the decision that I'm going to set up my home using a free switch. But even installing free switch is not a soft or easy thing then. But the time when I was looking for the billing, because the billing is more important as well, I come across ASTPP by iNextRix Technologies. They claim there is an open source. Never believe in the first instance because I've come across many open sources that are not really open. But to my surprise, I was so convinced when I heard it that everything was so free. And above all, when you look at this standard of the site, of the platform, it was more than was supposed to be an process. So when we use it, I discovered it was free. And above all, what's not me, we were having difficulties in installing the free switch before because we have to read a lot. But using ASTPP gave us the privilege to have the installation easier. We just install it, we install free switch directly and ASTPP. So everything we wanted to do with this open source void billing, the ASTPP did everything for us. We just touch on our server. When you check the features that were there, accounts management, calling card, IDD, invoice billing, root groups, it's a standard. I bet it will do a standard production. When we saw it, this is all what we were looking for in a soft switch. So the switch was perfect and the billing is perfect. It came with pre-installation integrated gateway paper. So when we come to a point, because of the site we have, we want to integrate our own payment gateway. And besides, we want to customize the dial. The other companies gave us a huge amount for customization of dialer, but they gave us, we negotiated and the price was so okay. They were so friendly in communication, in the support, they gave us 100% support. And at the time during the integration, there was a mistake that came from our side, and they never got offended, and they were so friendly in doing it for us. It was so perfect that, what did we do? If you have to recommend any billing for voice for anyone, I would say the first thing you have to consider is ASTPP by INES technology. Features you will get there, I bet it with you cannot get it from any other switch. But if you use ASTPP, you will not regret ever using it. It's one of the perfect switch I've ever seen, ever seen. The support is so perfect, the dialer is unique. Other dialers that we have used with other companies, I have seen the dialer when you dial, it will hang, it will not go through. Just try the ASTPP dialer, you will love it, and the support by all the engineers are so perfect. I bet it will do. Just give it a try. You will not regret it. Then.
So imagine if this is the statements from existing version. So what will happen with 4.0? So guys, this is not just an, this is not a full stop. This is a beginning of a revolution in ASTPP in the VoIP industry, and we will keep doing that. Thank you guys. Have a good time.